Hello and welcome to episode 8 of In the Hot Seat, a Football Manager experiment series here on Boston United FM. In this video, former Lincoln City manager Danny Cowley has taken over at Boston United, and he will look to repeat the feat of getting a Lincolnshire club back into the Football League. He's left his current club Huddersfield Town, but his brother and coaching partner Nicky is still back in Yorkshire. Let's see how he and Boston have got on 10 years into the future. First thing we can notice is that Danny Cowley is no longer a Boston United manager, which is expected 10 years into the future, but we can see that Boston are in the Vanarama National League. What we need to find out, was it Cowley that got them there? Let's have a look at the managers. So Danny Cowley took over 2019 and lasted for 3 years, but then left the manager role. So he wasn't sacked, so he basically must have come to the end of his contract or has been poached by another club. So let's have a look at those first 3 seasons. If we go to competitions, domestic leagues, so we're looking for 19-20. So they're finishing a very good second place, but then continued in Vanarama North, so didn't get through the playoffs and finished 4th. Another playoff spot, but by the looks of it, another failed playoff campaign. And then that 3rd season, a 3rd place finish. But it does look like the club have gone up. However, that's when Danny Cowley left. So why has he left the club, having led them to promotion? Strange. Maybe he did get poached. But let's have a look at the Vanarama North. We will go to league table and let's go to that first season. So there we can see Kings Lynn winning the league on goal difference from Boston United. 29 versus 21. Very, very close indeed. And then Boston being pipped by York City in the playoffs. In that second season, there's the 4th place finish. 77 points this time. And again, the league was won on goal difference as Southport pipped Kettering, but then Kettering did win the playoffs. And finally, the promotion campaign via the playoffs. 3rd place finish, 80 points. So in each of the 3 seasons that Cowley was there, increase in points gained. But wow, Chester absolutely dominated that league. 33 wins out of 46, 107 points. Very much clear of second place Kidderminster, but it was Boston that went up. Let's take a look at the schedule from those 3 seasons. If we just scroll down to the business end, and there we can see, so it was a semi-final at home to Hereford, a 1-goal victory thanks to Martin Wolfer's penalty, but then a playoff final at home in the final ever game at York Street against York in a playoff final, but unfortunately a 2-1 extra time loss. Dan Maguire scoring after 104 minutes. Skip forward to the second season, go back down to the playoffs, and a home defeat to Brackley in the first round of the playoffs. Lee Unlove scoring the only goal. But the 3rd and final Cowley season started off brilliantly. Unbeaten until the 2nd of November, then losing 3 games in a row. Bit of a dodgy patch at the end of January and early February. And again, midway through March towards the end of April. But recovered in the playoffs to play 2 games at home and winning them both by 3-0. Semi-final against Gateshead. And then a final at home to Spennymoor. Right, let's actually look at Danny Cowley and see what's been going on with him. So he's actually manager of Croatia. If we go to his milestones, so upon leaving Boston, he then took over at Iceland in November 2025. So there's a little bit of a gap there. And then taken over at Iceland, where he was there for almost 2 years and was then poached by Croatia, where it looks like in the European Championship qualifying playoffs, he's unfortunately not got them through. If we take a look at their schedule, so that would have been there against Slovakia, so they didn't actually make the final competition of the Euros in 2028. Looks like they're in a bit of a rut at the moment, and Cowley is hopefully the man for them to get them back qualifying for major tournaments. If we go back and have a look at the managerial record of Boston United, so someone called Ivan Harper took over from the Cowleys and actually lasted over 4 years. Let's just have a look and see if he's been anywhere else. So he was under 18's assistant manager at Maidenhead before he took the jump up to manage Boston. And then since leaving Boston has managed Halifax, but was sacked in 2027. However, that was a League Two appointment and they finished 22nd before he was sacked. Since Danny Cowley left Boston, we had that one season in the Vanarama National, finishing absolutely rock bottom. Losing Cowley has had a massive effect. Then finished 8th in Vanarama North, and then actually winning the title in 24-25, 91 points. Let's have a look at that. And there we have it, clear by 4 points from Southport, but it was Curzon Ashton that won the playoffs. And the Pilgrims have been in the Vanarama National ever since, finishing 20th to survive, and then have slowly been getting better. So in 27-28 they finished 6th, which would have been a playoff position. So let's have a quick look at that season. There we can see a loss away at Chorley, a late goal in the first round of the playoffs. And then this season they finished 5th, again failing to get out of the playoffs. 77 points, but it was Stockport that went up. We have a look at the results from this season. So they got revenge against Chorley after extra time in the home game, but then losing at Stockport in the semi-finals after extra time. Well, we can see that both Danny Cowley and Boston United have improved since the first season. Boston are now in the Vanarama National and riding high, regular playoff entrants now. And Danny Cowley is now an international manager on his second job, having left Iceland for Croatia. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.